Pasta is one of my favorite things to make and eat. Today, I'll be showing you how I make my spicy arrabbiata. For the sake of this video, I'll be using some popular Nigerian brands like the pasta and tomato paste. Let's go. Here's what you'll need. I'll be using the Lami's Rigatoni pasta, which is a Nigerian brand. I'll also be using some plum tomatoes. I'll also be using some extra virgin olive oil, some tomato paste, which is a Nigerian brand. I'll also be using some white onions, feel free to use red, some butter. I'll also be using some scotch bonnet peppers, but you can swap this for red chili flakes. I'll also be using some garlic and parsley stalk and some parsley leaves. Here's how I make mine. In a pan, I add olive oil and butter. Then I sweat or saute my onions. Next up, I add my parsley stalk and then my minced garlic or my crushed garlic. Stir this for about 2 to 3 minutes on low heat. Then I add my scotch bonnet peppers, but you can swap this for red chili flakes. Next up, I'm adding my tomato paste. I'm going to cook this down or fry this down until it is the tangy taste has gone out of it. Next up, I'm going to add my plum peel tomatoes. Yes, I am crushing it with my fingers and my hands because every meal has to be touched. That's my personal philosophy. Every meal has to be touched with your finger by way of seasoning with your finger or whatever. But anyway, you can, if you're uncomfortable with crushing your tomatoes with your hands or your fingers, feel free to use a masher or the back of the spoon like I am doing so. But yeah, I personally like to, it feels good to crush your tomatoes with your hands. So yeah, continue to crush it until you try and get a fine or smooth texture. Now stir this up and season as you please. I seasoned here with salt, but feel free to use black pepper, oregano, Italian seasoning, or any seasoning of your choice. Just keep it simple and keep it moving. Next up, I'm going to cover this up and allow this to fry. While that's going on, into a boiling water, I season with salt and then add my pasta. Then I stir this up to submerge it into the water and stop it from sticking together, and then allow it to boil. Once this is cooked, I like to take out about a cup of pasta water and set this aside before draining the pasta. Once the pasta is drained, add it straight into the sauce that you've made or the sauce that you're cooking and stir this. Don't forget to season while you cook. This pasta is a very saucy pasta, so don't add more. Don't add too much pasta. Don't add more pasta than the sauce. So next up, add the pasta, the reserved pasta water to loosen this up and to give this meal some body. And that's it. Our spicy arrabbiata is ready. What's left to be done is to sprinkle some parsley on it. Stir this up to combine completely, and it is ready to serve. This is perfect. It is spicy, it is quick to make, it is under 30 minutes and you'd have your meal ready. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope that you'll give this a try. Until next time, I love you, munchos.